Thank you for being here. You're watching NewsNation Rush Hour. I'm Natasha Zubes in for Nichole Berlie. Former President Donald Trump has arrived in New York City ahead of his booking an arraignment tomorrow. The former president departing in his plane from Florida earlier today before landing at New York's LaGuardia Airport. Within the last hour, he arrived at his home in Trump Tower. The former president indicted by a grand jury late last week over an investigation into hush money payments during his 2016 campaign. Now, NewsNation covering every angle of this major breaking news. Correspondent Kelly Meyer live outside of Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. But first, we begin with correspondent Robert Sherman live for us in Manhattan tonight. Robert.
Natasha, on the ground here in New York City, there has been this slow buildup of anticipation. And now the former president is here in Manhattan, ready for his arraignment in that courthouse behind us.
Touching down in Queens and rolling into Manhattan, the 45th president is back in the Big Apple, the city he beloved and called home for decades. But this return is far from ordinary, as former President Trump is expected to overnight at Trump Tower, then make the journey downtown to the district attorney's office, where he'll formally surrender.
He gets arraigned, and then he'll be asked to appear before the judge. At that point, he'll be asked to put in a plea,
which will be loudly and proudly not guilty, according to his attorney. Yet it's unclear what exactly the former president will be pleading not guilty to, since the indictment is still under seal. And while supporters of the former president have called the case weak, Judge Andrew Napolitano says there are so many questions, it's impossible to know that for certain.
I want to know what's in the indictment, what's the evidence to support it, is it serious enough to charge him, and should he be worried about the outcome?
The former president continues to bash the case on his social media platform Truth Social, calling the investigation a, quote, witch hunt.
He's got to be careful, because if he keeps criticizing the judge and prosecutors, he could be slapped with a gag order.
The former president's legal counsel has asked for no cameras to be allowed inside the courtroom. As Mr. Trump awaits his arraignment, the city of New York is preparing for a busy Tuesday.
New York City is our home, not a playground for your misplaced anger.
Mayor Eric Adams emphasizes there are no credible threats to the city, and demonstrations have been few and far between. It's not an exaggeration to say there have been more reporters on the streets than protesters. Still, the city says they are on guard, beefing up security around Trump Tower and the courthouse. Meanwhile, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene says she intends to be in New York to protest what she calls a, quote, unprecedented abuse of our justice system and election interference. Mayor Adams issuing this warning to her supporters.
If one is caught participating in any act of violence, they will be arrested and held accountable, no matter who you are.
And then NYPD sources tell us that they're monitoring online chatter, which suggests that they are now anticipating some demonstrators to come from outside the city into Manhattan. That's a change from what they've seen over the last couple of days. But they emphasize at this point, no credible threats to the city at this hour. Natasha?
And Robert, I know you mentioned it briefly in your story. This really has drawn a lot of media outside of Trump Tower.
And the best example of that, Natasha, is the scene that was outside of Trump Tower right as the former president was preparing to arrive. You see that swarm of people, which is right there. Those aren't protesters. Those aren't demonstrators. Those are members of the media who have been camping out, preparing for this moment here. To be abundantly clear, Natasha, as we said in the story there are significantly more members of the press here than demonstrators. It hasn't even been close at all. But this has garnered the attention of so many people around the world that you understand why.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.